Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an On the Fly review for you, and tonight I'm talking about Mank, released last year on Netflix, original film directed by David Fincher, starring Gary Oldman, Amanda Seyfried, Lily Collins, and what's his face, Charles Dance. I hate it. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna come right out and say I really did not like this movie. This is basically the story. It takes place in 1940 while Herman Mankiewicz is recovering from two broken legs suffered in a car wreck. He has 2 months to write the first draft of Citizen Kane. Uh, this just and of course it played back in the flashbacks the fall of his friendship with William Randolph Hearst, as well as his um uh, his infatuation with Marion Davis, Hearst's girlfriend, movie star at the time. Now I've seen documentary studies. I've known who Orson Welles was since I was a kid. I've known what Citizen Kane was since I was a kid. We had a poster of Orson Welles in our house, so like him on like a headset talking into the microphone, like a doing one of his radio shows. Um, and this movie, it's so funny because the villain, of course, is Hearst, and how he used his newspaper and his ties to MGM to kind of manipulate things politically in Hollywood, which everyone has always known. But it was so funny is the approach this movie takes towards Wells. This insinuates that he was just this blowhard, this talentless hack who wanted to take all the credit because he was taking most of the risk, kind of thing. And, it's feeding in to the exact same fucking propaganda the Hearst paper put out in 1941. Hollywood has, since 41, has systematically tried to, well, fuck, there's no other word for it, but besmirch the genius of Orson Welles. I mean, it was so. Like the stuff like, he didn't want to pay people, he didn't want to give people credit. I've never bought this shit for a minute. As a guy who literally spent every day of his career, of his life, scratching and clawing, looking for finance just for his next project, whatever it may be. You're supposed to believe that he was lazy and full of himself. The guy worked nonstop. It doesn't make any logical sense. They want to shit on this guy, and it all goes back to the fucking Hearst shit in 41. So it's like they want to shit on Randolph Hearst pretty much because he was a Republican, while at the same time still pushing his fucking narrative decades after both men are long dead. Anyhow, yeah, this movie's total full of shit. If you want to see a good movie about the making of Citizen Kane, watch RKO 281, something like that, from the late 90s. I mean, yeah, like 99 HBO movie. Or, here's a novel thought, watch Citizen Kane. It's only the most critically acclaimed film ever fucking made. I mean, I just we keep getting this in Hollywood. I had the same thing with Hitchcock about 10 years ago. These movies trying to stand on the shoulders of an already monolith of a motion picture and then act like they're adding to its legend. No, you're swimming in its wake. And it's just pathetic. This was beneath Fincher. Now, I should point out that this was an adaptation of a script his father wrote, and his father passed away in 2003, so I cannot imagine how personal this project was to Fincher, but this movie sucked. I hated it. I didn't even like the fucking black and white photography in this movie, truly. 2 stars, I guess. I mean, the acting is okay, it's believable, and some of the dialogue is engaging, but when you're making a movie about Hollywood during the dawn of World War II, I mean, engaging, if that's the best you can say about it, or barely engaging is the best thing you can say about it, no, you have a piece of shit on your hands. This movie was beneath everyone involved. trash. In fact, as I'm talking here, I don't know if it's worthy of 2 stars. I mean, just it seems like anything lower than that would just be me kind of being a little bitter, maybe a touch petty. But I would not recommend this movie to anyone, nor would I ever be willing to watch it again. Anyhow, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.